Hey guys, DLB here, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to focus on music from two of my favorite producers, Mihai Popoviciu and Markus Homm. These guys are absolute legends and I love their stuff. Specifically what we're going to look at is how they make the melodic elements in their tracks, these kind of like nice, rich, plucky, distorted, dubby synth stabs. They're so good. And today, instead of showing you what I've done, I'm going to do it in real time. So stick around to find out what the results are. Well, you probably heard it in the intro actually. Is it any good? If you like the track that's playing at the moment, it's called УоуУоGEAR and it's a new one of mine on Poker Flat Recordings. I'm so buzzed to be releasing on Poker Flat. It's one of my favorite labels. I've been a fan of theirs for over a decade now. Very proud moment. Link in the description if you want to go and grab a copy from Beatport or support it on Spotify. Much appreciated. As always, you can grab the Ableton project files from the link in the description. It goes to Patreon. Patreon is one of the best ways you can support the channel and make sure I keep bringing you these videos every week. If you're a fan of this type of music, then you probably want to know about my new Deep House Masterclass with Fader Pro. It's like over 5 hours of content, start to finish, making a track, sound design, arrangement, drum programming, vocal processing, everything. And I've got an exclusive code for viewers of the channel. DLB Deep is going to get you 20% off. So there's a link in the description. It goes to Fader Pro and enjoy. Now let's jump into Ableton and make some deep house. Alright, so here we are inside Ableton and I've put together a little deep house kind of project to work out some chords and melody kind of elements in the style of Mihai Popoviciu and Markus Homm. I'm not going to lie, I'm loving this beat that I made and I was very close to keeping it for myself for a project for bondage music or sublease or something like that, but we're using it for the video. Alright, so this is what we're working with. I haven't done an arrangement or anything, it's just a beat and we're going to kind of make some melodic elements in real time. So that's what we're working with. I'll just freeze this pad, just a string sample, and then I've got some filtering and some pitch modulation, some chorus reverb on it. Now the beat is predominantly made up from my sample pack, kick, claps and snares, hats, some percussion bits. And then we've got a bass, which is made up of two basses actually. So this one was in E minor, but the thing we're doing is in D minor. So I've just pitched it down to semitones. And then this one, I'm just using one of these hits. So I'm just using the envelope there to shape that. Oh, a couple of little hits. Yeah, so it's just kind of adding to the space, playing together. Cool, I like the way they work together, sounds good. Here's those with the kick. And here's the kick and the drums. So nice groovy housey beat. We've also got this little vocal thing. So what this is just like a kind of vocal glitch loop or something. Let me show it in browser. So I've just thrown it into a simpler and used the slices mode and then played some MIDI notes to make a little pattern that works. So just kind of gives a little call and response, adds to the groove. And I kind of like voiced that based off the groove of the drums. So hopefully it's all working together. Cool. So I'm hearing like some pretty simple melodic elements in here, like it's just a couple of stabs kind of thing that are kind of doing a call and response and having some kind of differentiation in texture pretty much. Probably one a bit longer, a bit more open, and one that's like a bit darker, a bit more aggressive sounding. Let's go here, scale D minor, and I think we're going to put it here. Right. Now we want to have Vital, so we're just going to work with the initialize preset for starters on Vital. So we're just working with a saw wave here. So let's grab a second oscillator and bring it down. Okay, so we've got this chord, which I think is I think this is so almost there. It may not quite sound like it, but let's throw a filter on it. 24 dB. We need oscillator 2. Okay, and let's bring the sustain down a little. And use envelope 2 to modulate the filter cutoff. Now we could try some different envelopes with this. Let's go for a square wave. And we can try, say, the dirty filter. And in the effects, let's maybe try some chorus. Some distortion. Now I'm going to add some overdrive after this. And use the glue compressor just to shape it a little bit. And a bit of reverb from my template. Link up here to a video on my template. Maybe we'll let through, actually, so I'm hearing maybe a bit of noise in there. So go here, SMP, I want to send that to here, bring the level. Cool, so I think that works pretty much. Maybe we could add a little bit of ping pong delay. And a little bit of kickstart. I like it. Try different note lengths. Yeah, sounds nice. A little bit plucky there. Add a little bit of saturation. Cool. And I think we're good to go with that one. All right, now let's do a second one. Let's go for wavetable. Now for this one, I'm thinking like a chord. Probably be also, no, we're square waves on that one, so let's be saw wave. This one will be over 2 bars. So I'm thinking like maybe at the end of this bar, and let's put in a triad chord. Yeah, something like that. Maybe 7th. Let's try this. I think that's got a good little twang. We'll double that up. So that's obviously pretty loud. Let's solo it and work on the sound a little bit. Amp, we'll add a little bit more release. Too much. Okay, just add this filter here to control it. I think, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much close. And I think we use the 12 dB this time. Bit of envelope. Okay, so that's, I think the sustain needs to be a little bit less on the filter envelope. Shorten the decay a wee bit. Shorten the release. Yeah, that's sounding quite tasty to me. Let's add in some unison. That's cool. Some reverb. Maybe a little bit more attack. That's the one. Maybe attack on here too. Add some random. Let's see what this does. Cool, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's add a chorus onto this and some pitch drift. Maybe too much. Okay, that's nice. And what chorus? Towel chorus LX. Okay, maybe bring the frequency down a little bit and the okay, and some ping pong. Not that one. What about this one? No, we're just going to leave it without reverb on this, but a bit more, a bit less on that. Now, what can we do to get it a bit more juicy? Maybe a bit of phaser. Nice, I'm happy with that, to be honest. I think that's like a pretty solid, minimal, deep housey kind of melodic groove. Somewhere to go from here anyway. Now, for a little bonus, what I'm going to do, I've got a couple of pad samples here. And I think like it'd be cool to have like a little melodic texture on the bottom. This is something I do a lot, is where are we? Tantra. So this is going to piss some people off because I'm just going to flick through some presets, but this is literally how you do it. Okay, so let's say something like that, and then we'll use some effects and stuff to just add it in very subtly to the track. Turn these off for a second. Actually, I've got another idea. Let's grab this. We'll go 16th notes on beats, pull it in. We need to set that to 16th. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's use Tantra on that. Different preset. So if I turn this off, turn the we could try it with the other pad as well. Let's just loop this part here. But we'll do the same thing with the 16ths. Works better with this one, but the point of this is just like creating a melodic bed to go underneath. And what I'm trying to show you is that I'm literally just experimenting. I didn't have a plan how to do it. I just had a plan of what I want. And that's something that's pretty like integral to writing music or producing house music. My experience is just messing around, seeing where it goes and hoping for the best. And like spotting little things when they arise. People often ask me how I get depth in my tracks. It's through doing little bits and pieces like this. Now let's listen to it all together. I think this, let's just grab the EQ and take out a wee bit of the tops. I'm happy with that. I think it's dope. All right, so if you want to download this project, there's a link in the description to Patreon. You can go there and grab this project and like all the other projects that I do for these tutorial videos. There's loads of stuff in there, and you can get in and see how I've done some of this stuff. All the drums and stuff, like I said, are from my sample pack. And if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you probably noticed that I use the stuff from my sample pack a lot, like for Afro house, melodic techno, progressive house, deep house. You don't need a million sample packs, you just need to try and use them creatively. And it helps if it's like a really amazing sample pack. Link up here to my sample pack. But yeah, sound design, it's fun. Doesn't have to be difficult, doesn't have to be complicated. Just mess around and see what you can come up with. All right guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. It was pretty fun, and this is a way I love to produce. It's kind of having a bit of an idea of what I'm going to do and then just going with the flow. That's how I do it, and I just kind of throw things at the wall and see what sticks. If you're a fan of this kind of deep house music, then make sure you check out my Fader Pro course, link in the description, and use that code DILBYDEEP for 20% off. Also, you can check out this playlist. There's plenty of stuff in there too. I know you're going to like it. So that's it from me today. I'll catch you next time. Peace.